Hi, welcome back to Movie Review Mom. And if this is the very first time you've been to my channel, yay, you found me. I'm so glad you're here. My job is to give you the inside scoop on movies so that you can make the best decision for yourself on whether or not it's right for you and your family based on filmmaking quality and content. My goal is to save you time and money from watching movies that aren't right for you, basically. I was going to say bad movies, but but you know what I mean, right? Well, the movie I'm reviewing today is called French Exit. The movie is available right now in select theaters and video on demand. Yay! And by the way, if you want to watch it on Amazon, click down below and I've got a coupon, or it's a link really, that you click on and you get a free 30-day trial on Amazon Prime, which is awesome. And then you get free shipping and all that stuff on top of that. So yay. See, I'm trying to save you money already. Anyway, this movie is also going to be available for purchase on DVD and Blu-ray June 15th, 2021. The movie's rated R. It's an hour and 53 minutes. And I'm going to give you my movie review mom's score towards the end of my review, just to keep you watching. All right, let's dive in. In a nutshell, Sony Pictures presents a dramedy about an aging Manhattan socialite living on what's barely left of her inheritance, who moves into a small apartment in Paris with her son and her cat. It's based on the best-selling book by Patrick DeWitt called French Exit, a novel. The quirky film features one of the best performances of Michelle Pfeiffer's career. No lie, she's phenomenal. The title gets its name from the slang term from leaving an engagement or situation without warning or without saying goodbye. And you'll see several illustrations of that concept in the movie by various characters. Pretty clever, actually. So let me tell you about some things I liked and didn't like. First of all, the things I liked. Who doesn't adore Academy Award nominee Michelle Pfeiffer? She is as beautiful and compelling as ever in this film. She said she loved making this movie and that it ranked in her top 5 of her all-time movie making career. So I'm kind of curious. I wonder what the other 4 are. Since we're talking about numbers, Slant Magazine ranked Pfeiffer's performance in this movie among the top 20 of 2020. And in fact, it even garnered her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress. Ultimately, she didn't win, but she absolutely deserved to be nominated and really should have been for an Academy Award as well. Her outstanding performance is by far the reason to watch this movie. Another Academy Award nominee, Lucas Hedges, also delivers a solid performance. Did you know that he's the son of poet and actress Susan Bruce and Oscar-nominated screenwriter and director Peter Hedges? Quite the talented young man with a very bright future. There's also something really special about Imogen Poots. I can never keep my eyes off of her when she's in a scene. She plays a minor character, and I kind of was hoping I'd get to see her more, but she's great in the scenes that she's in. New York City and Paris are also 2 of the lovely characters in the film. And the outstanding cast also includes Valerie Mahaffey, Susan Coyne, Daniel McDonald, and the voice of Tracy Letts. He plays the cat. Now, there were some things I didn't like about the movie. First of all of the characters are so ridiculously quirky and dysfunctional that at times you might think, do they have mental disabilities? Their whimsical personalities are entertaining at first, but then they kind of become annoying and self-centered in the end. The problem is that we simply can't identify with any of them because they're all so extravagant and not really normal, you would say. The story itself is odd, slow paced at times, and doesn't really go anywhere, some people would say. I would say it's more of an exploration of their characters as their characters are moving throughout these different circumstances. Is there a lot of character growth? Some would say yes, some would say no. It kind of reminded me of Woody Allen movies, yet not nearly as charming or funny. I'm told that the cat is a clear and important character in DeWitt's book, but in the movie, it's just kind of another random persona rather than maybe a central focus. However, it does definitely play a role in the movie, and it is important to push the story forward. So let me give you some tips for parents. There are some premarital relations illustrated in the movie. You see a frozen male body part, and yeah, you can guess what that body part is. I mean, and you see it. I'm like, I don't want to see that. Why do we have to see that? Profanity and some crude language, including F bombs. So, because of that content, it's rated R and inappropriate for kids. But honestly, I think kids are really going to be bored from it. So will some adults. Now, there were some themes that were illustrated really well in the movie, and they include loneliness, dysfunctional families, dignity, suicide, money, bankruptcy, the appearance of wealth, meaning, and purpose. And ultimately, this is a love story between the mom and her son, not romantically, but how they are connected and dysfunctional and supportive. Whenever I watch movies, I write down the funny lines and interesting lines, and I include them all in my written review at moviereviewmom.com. So if you want to see all of them, go run over there and check that out. I'll share just a few of them with you right now. First of all, there's some just funny lines that are funny because they're ridiculous. So Valerie Mahaffey plays Madame Reynard, and she just says ridiculous things. So at one point she says, "I'm puzzled, and this is what's puzzling me." And then another character played by Susan Coyne asks her, "How do you do?" And then Valerie Mahaffey's character says, "I do well. In fact, I do very well." Just kind of random. All right. Then there were some interesting lines. And one is spoken by the mom, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, and she asks her son, what he did last night. She says, "Did you drink to the brink of sound reason?" Which I thought was an interesting question. And then he talks about, going out with his girlfriend, and she says, "Oh, to be youngish and in lovish." I thought that was funny. And then later, after a lot of crazy events happen, Michelle Pfeiffer's character says, "What a lottery life is." And I thought that that was really interesting too, because she didn't see her hand in the unraveling of her own life, that it wasn't a lottery, that she was living the consequences of her decisions. All right. Now, all of that being said, my movie review mom grade is a C, maybe a C plus. I don't know, maybe a B minus. I'm kind of going back and forth, but I wrote a C after I first watched the movie. So there you go. So there was one movie, it's a recent movie that came to my mind instantly while I was watching, and it's called The Nest. You can watch my review here on the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel, as well as read my review for that movie on my website. The reason I thought of it, it was because it had a lot to do with appearances of having wealth and trying to live that lifestyle and being wrapped up in that lifestyle so much that it determines your identity and your own self-worth. And that's kind of what happens in this movie as well. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy this movie if you watch it. And thank you so much for always supporting me by subscribing, liking this channel, commenting down below. Those are free things that you can do to support my growing channel. And if you want to spend a little pretty penny or two, you can also support me over at Patreon. All right, have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.